Hey, it's Chris Bowling.
Hey, it's Chris Byer.
Mr. Byer, we have some guests today.
Yes, we do. We've got Lauren and Carrie from ROI Healthcare Solutions. Excited to have them in focus with us this morning. Lauren, Carrie, if you want to say hello and introduce yourself and maybe your role with ROI.
Awesome. I'll go first. I am Lauren Holt. I am the HR director at ROI. I've been here for 4.5 years now, which is crazy to think. And my background is kind of in HR and recruiting and a little bit of project management. And I just love people and their stories and backgrounds and have kind of a passion for that. So that's how I fell into HR, which felt like the perfect fit.
Awesome.
Love it.
And Carrie.
Yeah. My name is Carrie Smith. I'm the benefits and payroll specialist at ROI. I started in December, so I haven't quite been here a year yet. I worked in payroll and benefits for the last 14 years across a bunch of different industries. So
Right. Well, I know we've had a chance to meet with both of you virtually, so this is a pretty common format as we're all spread out across the country. I think that's a unique factor for ROI. You've got employees in 30 plus states around the country, but what is it that the company does and what kind of makes you unique and able to work remotely with so many different team members spread out?
Awesome. So we are a healthcare IT consulting firm, and we specialize in both ERP implementations and healthcare IT implementations. So we, like you said, we have consultants all over the country in dozens and dozens of states. So that makes our job in HR really fun and keeps us on our toes. We even have some that are international now and have kind of broadened our scope out that way. So that's exciting as well. But our motto and something that we have on our website, our mission statement, is we believe that our healthcare clients should deserve to focus on, patient care first. That's the number one priority. And, our job as a partner is to come in and make sure that systems flow and processes support that. And then, they focus on what's important, which is, supporting the healthcare providers. So we've been around since 1999 and we've always been remote. So I feel like we were kind of ahead of the game for a long time pre-COVID. But we still are remote, but we are technically based out of Atlanta. So that's where a lot of our consultants and partners live, but we have folks all over.
Oh, and it's so cool because you're that like you said, that streamlining your ability to make a provider run better and focus on patient care. So you're working with hospital systems, you're working with small providers. I mean, if you're providing medical care, you could be a client of ROI potentially, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
Love it. Well, Carrie, why do you see, you just transitioned in, but why do you see employees coming to work for ROI as you're just a year in yourself?
Yeah. So our HR team is fantastic. That's why I personally work there.
Yes.
Everybody really works as a team and helps each other out. And they're really supportive of everybody else. And so we have 2 that work directly with the consultants. And 3 that do. And it's really rewarding to see the relationships that our team builds with the consultants. It shows how much we value them and how much we value each other and helping each other out. I think it's a great atmosphere. I like it.
Perfect. Well, as you're looking at bringing on new employees, certainly that you can draw talent from anywhere around the country or internationally, but what do you typically see that are openings available within ROI? And then how does somebody find out that they could apply for an opportunity? I mean, how are you sourcing talent today, being, 20 plus years in the remote world? I think that's still pretty unique.
Yeah, we have a fantastic recruiting team. I might be biased because I've gotten to work hand in hand with them, but they're phenomenal and they really focus a lot on sourcing from LinkedIn and other avenues. And so if anyone's interested in applying for any role at ROI, you can go to roihs.com/careers. Right now we have a sales role open, a business development type role. We have a lot of the times we'll have Epic type roles that are open on our website and ERP related ones as well. I think we have a technical position open and a HCM position open as well. So we keep that pretty updated and post things a lot. There's also just a spot where you can submit your resume if you want to be considered for anything. But our team they're a machine. The recruiters are, they're
That's
fantastic,
awesome.
and they work really hard and really love our consultants and do a great job of making sure that everybody is a good fit. So
Oh, that's cool. Well, Chris, you've worked with a lot of healthcare providers as clients. You've got, your wife's a nurse. I mean, it's cool to see this side of healthcare, but I know you've probably got some insight you want to ask some questions about too. So
Yeah, so my wife, probably in the last 4 years, has really helped a cardiology group more on the management side, and she works specifically trying to improve their electronic medical records. She was telling a story over the weekend. It's 27 clicks to finally get to the part that tells you about the patient. And she's like, that's the problem with these systems is they're built, you pay a lot of money for them, and then you
yes,
have to have, then you have to hire somebody like yourselves to figure out how to make it work. So the physician doesn't have 27 clicks, but when it comes to the recruiting side, Lauren, to your point, it's difficult right now to try to find jobs, find MAs, CNAs, and I know that's where they're struggling. But healthcare's gone through a lot, especially since COVID, and it took a lot of the pressure when most of us were able to work from home. They were not. So yes, I can see why your company is growing so fast, because there's a huge need.
absolutely. So if you look out, I mean, technology is improving significantly, but what do you see, I guess, on the horizon for ROI or even for the medical provider community as you see technology jump? You mentioned Epic, you mentioned some of the ERP. Are we seeing significant advancements continually, or are we still just trying to catch up those providers that maybe aren't on board yet with what they need to do?
I think there's been a lot of opportunity for upgrades. I know back years and years ago, there was the big shift to move everything electronically, which obviously most hospital systems are already there.
Right.
So now we're focusing on optimizations and upgrades, and so that's kind of where a lot of our work has been. On the ERP side, we predominantly have done a lot of work with the Infor product, and so
Okay.
that space is growing tremendously. There's the market is just becoming dense with a lot of other competitors, and so
Right.
as we grow and broaden our skill set, I think that we're looking into all kinds of different options for what our consultants can learn and do. So I think it's a lot of upgrades that are happening, optimizations, like you all said. I mean, if you're taking 27 clicks to do something, then it's
Yeah.
obviously not working as well as it could be, and
Yeah,
that's our job.
I see a connection CV we need to make here.
Yeah, you should tell about ROI, because maybe we can
Absolutely.
come in and help.
Yeah. 27 clicks, not okay. Not okay.
Okay.
Not okay.
Well, I appreciate the two of you joining this morning. As we finish up, kind of the last question we like to ask when we're in focus. Carrie, we'll start with you. Do you have like a business or personal philosophy that you use that helps keep you focused, or something that's kind of that quote that you look to throughout the course of your day?
Yeah. So I tell this to my 10-year-old all the time.
Nice.
It's okay to be afraid, but do it anyway. Because
Yeah,
we had this
well
big
said.
conversation about being brave, and she didn't think she was brave because she got scared. And I was like, no. Everyone is terrified all the time, but you just got to do it anyway.
I like that. That's very helpful. I'm probably going to steal that from my 9-year-old. I like that. And Lauren, how about yourself?
I can kind of piggyback off of what Carrie said. I'm a huge Disney fan, as mostly everyone in my life knows. And so one of the quotes from one of my favorite movies, which is Sword in the Stone, is Merlin says, "It's up to you how far you'll go. Until you try, you never know." So I kind of just always am thinking about trying new things or trying to push myself to try something new, because you never know what you're going to be great at or love. And any of those things will change your life. As cheesy as that is, and very Disney-esque, kind of goes with Carrie's theme of bravery.
Right.
So
Yeah,
It's true.
I still have that. I still have Sword in the Stone on VHS. So it's
yay!
So there's some history there. I'm not going to say anything bad about that. That is a great movie. So, fantastic. Well, Lauren and Carrie, thank you so much for spending some time with us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you both.
Thank you
See ya.
guys.
Thanks.